Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to analyze Filecoin and its token FIL. None of the content is financial advice. Filecoin is down 99.4% from its previous all-time high at around $238. The recent lows for Filecoin came as late as about a couple of weeks ago. And again, this week also it tested that wick again, ignoring that October 2025 wick to the range lows. Instead of that, what we can do is have this weekly closes as the line to look for. Still, from that point in time, after visiting those lows, price did rally quite a bit from $1.50 to now almost dollars $2.70, almost 2x. From that point again has left the 20-week averages behind and rallied beyond that. Even at one point the 50-week moving average was taken out. Now the 50-week moving average is at around $3.16. If the price were to meaningfully go above that level, that could usher in some bullish momentum. Again, none of the content financial advice, but over a longer period of time you can see that the price is nowhere close to the 2021 highs, or even for that matter 2024 Euphoria period for Filecoin was at ended at around price at around $11 or something. If you were to try to connect these dots again using these lower high structure, you can see that the price did come to that a point and at around $4.18. So that is the lower high structure. If there is a breakout from that level, then we can talk about if there is some further momentum in the wider crypto market at the time when Filecoin breaks this lower high structure. If not, then the unfortunately the peak could be closer to at around $4.13. If you were to go back to our website again, cryptoweeklies.com, the link on the bottom of your screen, all of the charts from here on are available for free on this website. You can check out all of the videos that we made over the course of the last 3 years. Again, over 1,000 videos if you're interested in other cryptos. But for Filecoin, you can straight away do this search for videos related to Filecoin to check if what I'm telling today is consistent with what I have the analysis that I've shared before on the channel. So just as a proof of previous work, Filecoin related charts, the machine learning base price forecast for Filecoin right now. The yellow line is the non-Euphoria bull run peak for Litecoin in the next couple of months. If the price stabilizes, the weekly average at the peak is close to the current price at around $2.70. If there is a heightened euphoria, then the price could go to $3.60 by December. Again, these are weekly averages, so keep that in mind that the weekly average tend to be slightly more in case of a euphoria, slightly dialed down or kind of muted. So for example, if we were to go back to the rallies in March, in terms of the weekly average price at the peak was at around $10.30, whereas the eventual candle body peak was at $11.80. So keeping that 10% to 20% wiggle room is often a sound idea for the weekly average versus the eventual peak. So adding another 36 cents to the $3.60 gets the price close to that $4 target, and that's kind of confluent with that the lower high structure. So it would take a significant euphoria for this machine learning model for Filecoin to get to that $4 level, and eventually if there is a slightly higher high, the $5.30, so basically somewhere close to $6 and between $6 and $7, that's where the eventual peak for Filecoin could be per the machine learning based models in the next 3 months. Again, these assets are very volatile, so the 3 standard deviation peak for Filecoin would be at around $7 per these models. But what we can check for the time weighted average price, ever since the price went below this blue line, that is in late December, early January 2022, late December 2021, early January 2022. Since that, the price has never looked back to check with this time weighted average price. If it eventually, if there is a major bullish rally in the next weeks to months, the time weighted average price could be a key level to watch, because at that point there would be a significant level of resistance. Right now that is coming in at around $15.57, but again you can see that the trajectory is down because price is much lower and has been much lower than the time weighted average price for several years, from starting from May 2022. Essentially the price is uh, at least 80 to 90% down from the time weighted average price. Even this late into the balloon, you can see not too long ago the price was $1.36, whereas the price was at least 10x of that at time weighted average price was 10x of that at around $15. So that's how the relationship with the price and time weighted average price has been for Filecoin. So that's why again this line could be key to check out any macro stretch goal for Filecoin at around $15 right now. And again, this $57 level at 0.23 fib level does not mean much, because again the price has never even come close to any of these Fibonacci levels since about November 2021. And again that was the bull market year of 2021. Again the glory days for Filecoin, where again it came in to uh, late March to early September 2021. So a lot of time has elapsed from that point. In terms of the DCM, or the regression based fair value estimation, again the price, although is bearish, the polynomial regression based fair value estimation for Filecoin is at around $6 at this point. So a $6 Filecoin would be considered fairly valued by this model, in the hopes that the rally continues till about December 2025. The overvaluation or stretch goal for Filecoin is at around $19 per this polynomial regression based model. In terms of some of the key levels at the peak, the point between 0.3 and 0.4 risk has been a decent topping scenario for Filecoin, and if that kind of environment is ahead of us, the price at that point could be somewhere between $9 and $11.26. So that's another kind of a stretch goal for Filecoin. The first being at around this lower high structure, and then slightly higher than that between the $4 and the $7 level, and if there is some sustained euphoria between $9 and $11. So that's how this analytics could inform what the eventual price action for Filecoin could be. All in all, if you were to look at again even this simple moving average price, 20-week simple moving average price risk based model, the 0.25 risk is already achieved. The highest that Filecoin has gone in the peak euphoria periods is between 0.3 and 0.5. And again this model again is not kind of retrofitted for these kind of price moments. So whatever this model says, again doesn't in terms of the price at the ceiling, again the 0.05 is the next level per this model at around $9.91. So that is the only logical prediction per this model at this point. With that, again I would like to conclude the most area of confluence for for Filecoin is first at around this lower high structure at around $4, between $4 and $4.50, and then again at $7 and then $9, and the stretch goal being at around $15. With that I would like to conclude. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.